Hi Big Tractor Power fans, this video comes to you from a western Michigan field where a 925 horsepower CLAAS Jaguar 990 TERRA TRAC is chopping the last cutting of alfalfa for the season. In this video, I will share the production history of the CLAAS Jaguar self-propelled forage harvester, as well as share the specifications for this brand new model year 2020 machine that has just been released in North America. We'll also take a look at the internal components of the big forage harvester. But first, let's head out to the field so you can see and hear all this alfalfa chopping action. The Jaguar self-propelled forage harvester was introduced by CLAAS of Harschwinkel, Germany in 1973. Over the past 45 plus years, this machine has become the #1 self-propelled forage harvester sold in the world. In 1994, CLAAS built its 10,000th Jaguar. By 1998, the company had built 15,000 units. By 2004, 20,000 Jaguars had been produced. In 2011, the 30,000th Jaguar had been manufactured. And in 2019, the company celebrated the 40,000th Jaguar self-propelled forage harvester built. For the past several years, the 850 horsepower Jaguar 980 has been the largest self-propelled forage harvester available from CLAAS in North America. For model year 2020, the company has increased the Jaguar range with a top-end model powered by a 24.2-liter MAN D2 862 V12 engine rated at 925 horsepower. With the introduction of the new top-end 990 Jaguar, CLAAS also introduced the TERRA TRAC system for its self-propelled forage harvesters in North America. CLAAS is the first self-propelled forage harvester manufacturer to offer tracks from the factory. These larger diameter, long, flat tracks offer greater contact area on the ground, which enables effective power transmission from the forage harvester. This provides a smoother ride for the machine when it's working out in the field, and it has the capability of running up to 25 miles per hour on the road. Farms have increased in size over the years and forage yields have grown greater, while the harvest window has remained the same. In order to meet the demands of these farming operations, self-propelled forage harvesters have increased in horsepower and size. These bigger machines weigh a lot more and compact the soil when they're harvesting. Soil compaction limits the ability of a crop's roots to grow in the soil to soak up water and nutrients, which will then reduce the crop's yield and feed potential. The CLAAS TERRA TRAC system helps prevent this large self-propelled forage harvester from rapid sinking into the ground during extreme harvest conditions. During normal harvest conditions, it also is helpful in reducing soil compaction. The 990 TERRA TRAC offers easy access to the chopping components and engine compartment of the machine. Mark from CLAAS is going to take us inside the Jaguar to see just how much room there is to work on this self-propelled forage harvester.
So this is the maintenance area. So you can see it's very roomy in here. We've extended it out here. So this panel right here is some of the difference. So you can see how much more room is in here. We kind of joke around. We can put a nice cot in here and get a nap.
I was going to say, it's there's probably apartments in Japan that are smaller than this.
Yeah.
So this is actually your cutting drum and your spout, where all the action is happening.
So right now, this is the kernel processor right down here. So that's our MCC. We have our L and our shred lathe with our cut rolls in there, and shredders become very popular as a feed for dairy cattle. And then up above here is the accelerator. This has hydraulic accelerator gap in, so with the touch of the button you can move the accelerator back and forth to throw the silage even further, or back it off if the guy's right next to the side where you don't need to be thrown to the rear. Also with the autofill system on here, you can fill to the rear, so it fills the trailer forward or side, and you just control the flap on if it's in at the front of the trailer or the back of the trailer.
And I see you have an auto grease system as well.
Yep. So the majority of the machine is all auto greased. There's just a few grease points that we can't auto grease or don't require grease very often. So that's one of the nice things. You just fill her up and then it greases the machine. And then we have, if you wanted to add a feature, we have a plug and play box right here, so you can just plug in your option and turn it on. We also have AccuSilo 37 on here. It's a low dose inoculant tank, and it's a heavy insulated cooler on there, so it keeps the inoculant from getting too warm, so the bacteria keep leaving, for those people who want a low dose inoculant put on.
Okay. Oh, very impressive machine. It's amazing how many tons these can move in just a few minutes.
Yep.
So then this is your engine back here, and it's a V12, 925 horsepower.
So this is the cooling system right here. Usually we have what we call a hose or a snorkel. It goes from here to the accelerator, so when the main drive is on, it will suck all the chaff off of the screen that can come in. And the reason we pull air in from right here is because that's the cleanest spot when you're chopping, for air to come in and then go through the cooling system back through the engine out the back.
Oh, very interesting. Thank you. When the CLAAS 990 TERRA TRAC Jaguar is harvesting alfalfa, it takes a lot of mowing and merging capacity to stay ahead of it. An example of the type of mower that is required to meet the big appetite of the 990 TERRA TRAC would be the 348 horsepower CLAAS 1400 Cougar that is capable of mowing down 45 feet of alfalfa per pass. In order to take advantage of the efficiencies of big mowers like the CLAAS Cougar and the self-propelled Jaguar forage harvesters, many farming operations will use a merger to combine the swaths of alfalfa left in the field. Here we can see a 250 horsepower Oxbow 4334 self-propelled merger at work. This big merger will sweep together 33 feet of alfalfa in one pass. In two passes across the field, it will have collected nearly 70 feet of crop into one windrow. Merging together one large windrow ahead of the 990 TERRA TRAC helps take advantage of this 925 horsepower machine's capabilities. It also reduces compaction of the soil that can limit the regrowth of the alfalfa by limiting the number of trips that need to be made by the forage harvester and heavy trucks across the field. The 990 TERRA TRAC is equipped with an automatic headland protection system. When the machine is turning around, the front land wheel raises automatically to reduce the track contact on the headland. This is especially helpful on tight turns when chopping alfalfa to avoid burning and scuffing of the crop. I hope that you've enjoyed spending some time out in this western Michigan alfalfa field with the 925 horsepower CLAAS Jaguar 990 TERRA TRAC self-propelled forage harvester. Does your farming operation rely on CLAAS Jaguars to chop your crop? Let me know about it in the comments section below this video. And if you've enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there's over 1,000 videos of farm machines in action. As always, thank you for watching.